Hello guys, Matth here, and today I'd like to show you another cool little map-making concept. And this time we've got something that could be an extension to one of my previous maps, the arena, and it is the leveling systems. Two different leveling systems. And what is so special about them is the fact that you can there's no limit. You can go on forever without any limit of levels and without lots of command blocks that will you have to program each one individually to set certain levels or messages of levels, etc. Instead, you can have just those for each level that will be and the number of XP needed for each level is increased each level. So yeah, first of all we press this button to reset everything. It was reset already, so that's not necessary. This we set our level to 1. Without this it could be a little bit weird. And this will leave for a moment. We'll set off the actual leveling system already, and here we can choose which system we want to use. The 50% one, which is the more simple one, or the Fibonacci, which I will go to later on. So now we've started leveling. We can see now that each Minecraft level is equal to one level in here, and you could see that a level blinked for a second on bottom, and we got one level that got removed instantly. And when we reach the 3 levels, we get a level up. There's no message currently, but you can apply that for yourself. That's just to make the leveling up. And to see better what levels we are, we can use something like this. This shows only for me, and it shows the experience needed to the next level, which is 4, and my current level, which is 2. So as we use those bottles, we will get levels. Alright, this bottle didn't give me a level, so I didn't get the experience. So now we need one more level to level up, and we get the fireworks, and our current level is 3. So let me now jump over to Fibonacci one, and if you don't know what Fibonacci sequence is, because it's based on a Fibonacci sequence, it's basically a certain number is the two before it, sum of the two before it. So we start off with 1 and 1. Then the next one is 1 plus 1 equals to 2. Then 2 plus 1 equals 3. Then 3 plus 2, 5. 5 plus 8. 5 plus 3 equals 8. 5 plus 8 equals 13. And so on and so on. So that's how it works. Now so we've got 5 experience to next level. Let's give ourselves a bunch. So next up from the sequence is 8, because 5 plus 3 equals 8. So let's see. Yep, we need 8 more levels, and let me show that it is actually infinite, or it is it can grow to very big numbers. There's no really way to show that it is infinite. So we change our level to, say, 50. That's pretty big. As you can see, this, it's if you don't upgrade, level up the regular way, but just give yourself 50 levels, it can actually act pretty weird. I just got 1 level more, but if you are doing it normally, or if you were to set certain values to 0 as well, it should be okay. So yeah, as you can see, we have got a pretty big number over on the right, which determines how many experience we need. Let's maybe go to the 50% one. Oh, and by the way, the 50% one works. It's pretty simple. Each level, the experience required is 1 more. So let's just reset it and give ourselves level 1. This on the right needs to update, and it will as soon as we press this, and it counts once. So we start off with 3, and it will increase by 50%, and it always rounds down. So 3 divided by 2 is equal to 1.5, which rounded down is equal to 1. Therefore, the next level we will need 4 XP. Yep, as you can see. So next level we'll need 6. Yep, we can also use these ones to give ourselves levels. 6 divided by 2 is equal to 3, plus 6 is 9, so we'll need 9 levels. Next level, yep. Then 13, am I right? Yes. We can also use this one, but so yeah, we've got 13. And actually, let's take a look at how it works now. Okay, so this is a basic clock that runs all the time, unlike this one. And this actually is a part of the clock. So yeah, this one, this is just basic clock. This runs as a first, so it just gives an XP 1 to any player that has a level. This is actually not necessary. You can have different leveling ways. For example, having certain item. If you've got, for example, wool, you get 1 point, and a different color of wools give you different number of XP that can be used this way. So this one is being run constantly as well. It sets well, the best way to show it will be if I remove this one. Oh, sometimes it doesn't work. There we go. It just sets the block here to oh, that's weird actually. To redstone block. It should, I think it should start blinking if I put it here. Yep. So yeah. And that is not at a certain coordinates, because we can also swap to the Fibonacci sequence, and then it the Wither Skull just teleports this distance of 16 blocks. Either way. So yeah, this just runs the clock. this one removes it, and if there's a player that is targeted, so has a minimum value of target equal to 1, then it creates a redstone line from here to here, which we can see by pressing this button. I'm having a little bit of lag, but that's basically because of the fact that I'm recording. This shouldn't actually create a whole lot of lag, maybe just a little bit, but as there's barely any block updating, it should be fairly efficient. So this is run at first, and this one sets level temp to 0. So that's a temporary level. It isn't actually displayed anywhere, and the level temporal level is set equal to level here, and then the target score. I remove the points from temporary level of the value equal to the target. So at first it just removes 1 from it. So basically, if you've got 1 level, this will be equal to 0 immediately. So now we set, this one first. This is experience needed to level up. That gets set to 0. Yeah, that's only in the first tick, because its target must be equal to 1. And by the way, here each tick, the target score is increased by 1 at the end of the tick. So this exp level is equal to 0 temporarily. So this is the first variable that is set to 1, as well as level 2, which is the second variable, and level 3 is set to 0. And now 3 is being set to a sum of level 1 and level 2. Then level 2 is changed to level 1, to be equal to level 1, and level 1 is set to be equal to level 3. It might be a little bit confusing, I'm pretty sure it is, but it makes sense. Trust me, it does. So the next thing that happens is you get, if the level temporary is equal to 0, so basically when you've run all those commands for the as many times as you have levels, then this is set to 0, and it is increased by the number of points put in level 3, which is variable equal to the third number in Fibonacci sequence. And I accidentally put that there. And now what happens is the game checks if you've got or decreases the score of XP to level by the number of points you've got in your current XP, and that is to check if you can level up already. So that was this one. Yep. And if it is equal to, if it is less than 0 or 0, it means that you've got the required number of XP to level up, and you get 1 level, and then your XP is decreased by the number of XP you needed to level up. And it is not set to 0 because actually if you've got more XP than you need, it will be actually over it, so we can demonstrate it in a second. Now let's become a warrior. We've got level 0, so let's give ourselves level 1, and yes, let's use the Fibonacci. Let's level up, and now let's give ourselves 9 levels. That will level up us twice, I believe, or 3 times actually. So now we can't really see. Yep, we've got 1 experience because we needed 8, and we level up, and 1 was remaining. So yeah, that's it. So that's the part, fireworks that go off when you level up. It is not actually necessary, but it's some way of telling you that you've just leveled up. And this is actually telling whether you are actually if your XP required is actually being calculated at the moment. This means that the calculating process has ended, so because the level temp is equal to 0. And that is for this display you've got on the right, because your experience and experience to next level would be pretty much blinking if you didn't have this. And this one sets this this block to redstone block. Let's actually stop this clock because it's pretty laggy for me while I'm recording. And this one changes it but to stone button dots to make it more easy to just turn on the machine once again. Then a random player gets a target point of 1, and the calculating is equal to 1. So, as I said before, the warrior on the right, the display is only calculated when none of these systems are running. So we've got the calculating 0, and yeah, I set the current levels warrior to 0, and then add your current level to it, and this is where with experience and experience to next level. So it looks like this, and let's set our level to 1 and run the machine. So yeah, it is a really useful contraption that you can use in any RPG map. I hope you can make some use out of it, and you all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did, subscribe to my channel Matth9, So yeah, see you next time, guys.